So the first question is, describe your parenting style with your child.
I would say that it's a very caring approach. I care about what she reads and what she sees and what kind of influences the world have on her, and I try to give her the most information that I can that she can understand so that she can make informed decisions. And I also give my opinion as well.
Okay, thank you. Can you share an example with us?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were actually walking down the street. I live in Seattle, and she saw a fire truck go by, and she was incredibly excited about the fire truck. The lights and sirens, a little bit loud, so I kind of covered her ears. But when she wanted to know a little bit more about it, obviously, like, I was happy about that, and so I just told her about what's going on with it, and what they do, and hopefully she can make her own decision about what she likes about it. And that's something she wants to do.
Oh, thank you. Do any other caregivers have a different parenting style?
Yeah, my wife actually does a little bit more strict than I am. She likes to see certain milestones be reached by a certain age. I'm a little bit less than that.
Okay, thank you. What is the impact of your parenting style versus others, you think?
I think my child's a little bit more informed than others. I think that when you explain things to a child rather than just giving them a certain point, they understand that you have to critically think about what you know. Since you already have the facts, you can make your own decision based off that, and hopefully that's something that she'll pick up and learn.
Okay. How does your child behave when she's angry?
She got a little bit of a temper. She definitely gets that from me. She's not aggressive. She doesn't attack or lash out, but she keeps a little bit bottled in. But you can tell when she's upset. She wears her feelings on her shoulder.
Oh, okay. Let's see, your next one. Does she become aggressive and hit or bite, for example?
No, she's never really bit or been a biter or anything like that. She gets upset. She gets quiet. So you can tell that she keeps it internally and she doesn't want to talk about it. So I think that's something my wife and I are really looking forward to doing is getting her to express herself and how she's feeling.
Okay. And how do you think the way the child is disciplined impacts how aggressive a preschooler could be?
I mean, I think it's a fine line between abuse and caring for a child. I mean, I'm sure if they're in an abusive environment that they might lash out because of that. I think that having a strict environment can sometimes stunt those or the ability to act out. So I think there's a fine line between the two, and I don't think that my parenting style has that kind of effect on my daughter.
Okay. And can you tell us about a time when your child needed to be disciplined?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, we had just set up for dinner, and she didn't want to eat. She wanted to eat her hot dogs and green beans that she normally does, and this time we're trying to get her to be a little bit more open about what she tries, and threw a small tantrum. Nothing big, no screaming or yelling or swinging or anything like that, but she definitely didn't eat what we put out in front of her. And instead of yelling at her at the table, we sent her away without the food, put her in her room for a little bit. She cried it out for a good half an hour, and then we finally came in with the food that she didn't eat, and she actually ate it. That was kind of good.
That's funny. It reminds me of a story I know.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then the last question for you is, what is your child's favorite toy, story, or game?
So we play video games together. She started out with just watching her father play these games, and I'm really into video games. So we have a fun one together. We play Final Fantasy VII, and I act out all the voices, and she just gets a kick out of that.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.